Hey folks, Monty Moonlight here with a quick review of the new DC superhero girls line. This is actually about the action figures because that's what I've decided to collect from this line. And I was at Target today and they had a whole full display of the figures, the dolls, everything. Looked like they had just put them out, and I have not seen them in stores before now, so I don't know if they just came out today or if they've been out in some places for a while. But I got pretty excited because I never find a full display of brand new action figures that I've been looking for a while. So when I saw that, I just had to get one of each figure. And I mean, I'm really excited. I love these figures. Now, I don't know if all of you know what the DC Superhero Girls is, but it's basically they're jumping on that Monster High bandwagon with the DC girls now, to the extent of including girls we know as villains like Harley Quinn here, and making them, well, heroes in training. And basically, they are all attending a hero high school, and there's a little cartoon show for it, and that is on YouTube on their DC Superhero Girls YouTube site. They do have a website also. I don't know if they have longer, fuller episodes on there or if it's the same stuff, but it's a cute little cartoon. It's definitely for younger viewers, but it's entertaining. It depends on what your level of tolerance is for the very cute and mostly designed for selling merchandise kind of animation is. But yeah, it's actually not unlike this Disney film here, Sky High. It's one of my favorites. High school purely for superheroes, and yeah, it's the same basic idea. And forget all your favorite DC backstories. They've basically just turned them all into teenage girls who are heroes in training. There are male superheroes on the show also, but they don't have any toys of them yet. They're just starting out with 6 characters, and I'll show you those. Let me get a. Well, there's Captain Phasma. I just found Captain Phasma. I'm all excited about that. But anyway, these are basically 6-inch figures, roughly, in that scale. They might be a little shorter, but then they're females and they're a little younger, and that might be why. I'm not sure. When you get them out of the box, but I'd call them 6-inch scale figures, and they do have the dolls, which are the main. I guess you could say the main thing are the dolls, and then there's cosplay items and things like that, role play items, and other things in the display over at Target. But yeah, my focus was on the action figures. Here's the back of one of these, and this is Harley, of course. And like I say in the show, Harley is a hero in training. And here are the other dolls in this series. I'll show you. I've got all of them here. Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl, Bumblebee, and Poison Ivy. Yeah, and Ivy is a good guy too. Now, I've seen bits of the show so far, and you can tell the villains are kind of going to eventually, switch sides or whatever. But here's the front of the package. Harley Quinn. She comes with her mallet. I'll open these all in a little bit here because I always open all my toys. These have some gorgeous images. I had to get them because for me, I love cute looking cartoon character girls like this. I mean, this is like my favorite female superheroes aside from Sailor Moon. My favorite is Batgirl. Ever since Yvonne Craig played Batgirl in the 60s, I've had a thing for Batgirl, and the Bruce Timm Batgirl, I just love that design, and I love his style so much that his Supergirl is also, that's the only Supergirl that rivaled Batgirl for me until this line came out. Although I also like talking about Batgirl and animated versions, I do kind of like the that one animated show. I don't remember what that show was, but there's also the Babs Tarr in the comics, the Babs Tarr version of Batgirl. That's the only one that rivals Bruce Timm's for me. But yeah, and I do love his Supergirl. And in this line, I mean, I love all the girls in this line. They're all super cute. But here's all the figures in this line. You've got Poison Ivy there, and I love her outfit. It's really cute. We'll open them up later. Take a look at them. Here's Bumblebee. That was the only. They only had one of Bumblebee. They only had like two of Batgirl. They had a lot of Wonder Woman. Maybe they think with that new movie coming out, there's going to be more demand of Wonder Woman. They had a few Supergirl, like 3 or something. They had Harley. They had a few. They had several Harleys, but they didn't have very good paint jobs on them. There's Batgirl, and we'll take a look at one at a time, real quick. Includes Bat Pack. And there's a little description about the show. And a little description about Batgirl. And the figures. And here's Harley. Now, the neat thing about the dolls is the dolls are very articulated also. They're basically like big action figures. I guess that's the way all the dolls are now. When I was seeing them promoted, I was like really wondering if I was going to want the dolls too. I mean, I really don't have space for that much. There's tons of action figures I want out there right now, but I just had to get all of these because I just love the style of these characters. I know it's kind of a cheap flash animation style, but they're just so attractive. They're super kawaii girls, and I love that. Includes wings. The little accessories thing. Some cases it's kind of like, is that really an accessory? Harley has a mallet, so that's a real accessory. But then you have, this says includes vines, but there's not like extra vines. It's just like part of her clothes. It's kind of like with Supergirl. It says includes cape, and it's like, yeah, but that's kind of part of the figure, isn't it? And they're all pretty much the same on the back, except a little description about the character, and it says her superpowers. This says genius level intellect, summons, and controls plants. So yeah, really pretty packages, really pretty figures, but you do have to watch the paint jobs. In some cases, I was seeing their eyes were like printed on, out of place. And like Harley, a lot of them had bad paint jobs on their hair. So yeah, let me crack these open and take a look at them for you. Okay, so here are the girls out of the package. And I've got Captain Phasma here for a size comparison. Yeah, I know I said before, maybe they're a little smaller because they're female, but of course Phasma is also female, but they're also supposed to be young teenage girls, so that would probably be another reason. So I would still call these 6-inch scale figures. That seems fine to me. Anyway, put that over here. And there we go. There they are out of the package. Now these figures are very articulated. I will say that in some cases, like with Wonder Woman, sometimes, or even Supergirl, when you try to bend their joints, sometimes it makes me a little nervous because they have very dainty joints. And I can sometimes be a little worried that I'm going to snap the elbow off or the knee. It's just not going to bend when I want it to and pop. But so far so good. I mess with them for a while. Now let's look at them one at a time. First of all, I will say I said it before, but I love how cute these girls are. These are some of my favorite designs. Amazingly, Wonder Woman might be the prettiest one for me. Generally I'm a Batgirl guy, secondly Supergirl, but this is a really pretty Wonder Woman. Now they did give her totally purple hair, which is a little weird. I don't remember if that's how it is in the little cartoon. I guess maybe. I think it's probably black with like purple highlights, but here it's solid purple. That's not perfect, but you know, it'll do. I'm going to start with Batgirl here. She's right here on the end. Now, for one thing, one of the selling points with both the figures and the dolls is that they stand on their own, and that's true. But they're a little back heavy because some of them, most of them have something on their back. Like this one has her bat pack, and she's also got that hood, and that can make it tricky to stand them up by themselves. Usually, you have to have them leaning forward just a little bit, which is okay if you're displaying them way up high, but if you're displaying them at eye level, it's a little bit meh. But that's not really a major complaint. They're still great figures. They're a little bit bow-legged, but it shows the most. I'll show you in a bit. Shows the most on a Poison Ivy. But they're super cute. This one obviously has a Babs Tarr design. Oh, knocked over Wonder Woman. And there you can see the design of her outfit with the yellow boots. The one thing about this Batgirl, I don't love the overall look as far as having a hoodie. Now this is tricky. You have to do this with one hand because I'm holding my phone. I still don't have a real camera. They gave her a hoodie, but the look isn't that effective because you can see her hair underneath in the back because they've made it so that the hoodie you can just take it off. Let me pop that off if I can with one hand. Let's do this. Having one hand is tricky. Okay, there it is. She looks great, but of course she looks less like Batgirl without the hood. She's got her bat symbol though, and she's got her little bat pack on. I kind of would have preferred her outfit be a little bit more like the comics, but I think they wanted to give everyone a unique look here. It's still really cute, but I don't love the hood thing. Maybe it just wasn't executed well enough. See if I can get her to. It's a little tricky to get her to stand up because of that bat pack and her legs, but there you go. But yeah, there she is without the hood. And there's the little hood that has the bat ears on it. And yeah, I like the Batgirl. I just don't love the design. Isn't my favorite from all the figures. It's one of my least favorite of the designs. Even though I love Babs Tarr Batgirl, and that was definitely the influence here. It's mainly the hood thing that I don't love, and instead of a cape, she's got little bat wings. I don't love that really, but it's still a super cute figure. I will say that I had to look. I only had two to choose from, and I will say that Batgirl is the hardest to find a good one in terms of the paint job, and it's because of that mask. I had the same problem with Harley Quinn. There's Harley Quinn back there and Batgirl together. And I've posed Harley Quinn. I thought it was really cool that she could hold her mallet behind her back like that. I really like that. Now, let me just, as long as I'm talking about her, I'll bring her up forward. Harley was also tricky to find a good one because of the mask and because of the hair. There was a lot of sloppy paint work on the hair. But I found a pretty good one. Very cute figure. Love the outfit. This is like the, I don't know, I guess it's New 52 where they started changing her look less from the animated series. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, you know, kind of like the new movie, and I think the current comics, I think she looks more like this as far as her blue and red hair and all that. And she's got that accessory of that mallet. Very cute figure. As far as the articulation on these figures, it's going to be the same on all of them. They have, I'm not super versed in the articulation lingo. She's got her head on one of those ball things where you can sort of turn it in every direction. They all do, but they don't turn super well because of their hair. Their hair is hard plastic and it's pretty big, and in a lot of cases the hair stops them from really moving their head very much. And then you have, you know, you have the shoulders. It's very well articulated. The elbows, they turn and they move back and forth. Her wrists turn, but they don't have that extra joint to go forward and backward. But they do turn. They rotate. You got the hips there that go every which way, but like I say, they look a little bow-legged for that effect. But they're very articulated. They're articulated at the knees, and their shoes, their feet rotate. So yeah, that's pretty much how you get this superposability on these. They're really nicely articulated. Wonder Woman. The one I said was the prettiest of the bunch. Maybe Supergirl's my second favorite as far as these figures go. Her accessory is the lasso. Now the lasso, as you can see, there's a little hole in the front of her belt. You can pop that lasso in. It's a little tricky to keep it there because it doesn't totally roll up. You know, the lasso has this long area that's not rolled up, and she's basically got to hold it in her hand, or it's just kind of floating there. But it's really hard to put it in her hand and keep it in the belt. But it's still a pretty cool accessory, really. Yeah, it's cool that it has a little place to pop it in. I wish you could roll it up. I wish it wasn't stiff, because it's a stiff lasso. And I mean, that can be cool for posing, but it also can be a problem if you want that rolled up look. It's got an awesome outfit with the stars on the side of the pants, and I mean, normally I like Wonder Woman in a skirt, but this is a really cute Wonder Woman outfit. The little wings on her boots. So that's very cool. She's got an outstanding face. I love the face on the Wonder Woman. I don't know if I can get her to stand by herself, but well, I can. It's possible. There you go. See how it popped out? Of course, I was dropping her a lot, but there you go. Put her in the back here. Supergirl. And Supergirl, another super cute outfit. She's got a little collar. I really like that. Just as articulated as the others. You do have to lean her forward because of that cape. The cape does pop out. I'm not really sure why they bothered making the cape removable. I suppose it's, you know, gives her more of a regular girl look if you pop out the cape, but really it's not necessary. She's obviously Supergirl. She's got the S on the front of her shirt. She's got a great face too. I think it's just the fact that I have to bend her over a little bit that makes me like Wonder Woman more. Wonder Woman is the least back heavy probably, but she does have all that hair, so she's a little back heavy. But Supergirl has this cape, might make her the most back heavy. Oh, except for Bumblebee. Bumblebee is very back heavy. But yeah, this is a really cute design. I love the little socks and the shoes. And like I said, all the articulation is the same on all of them. And since I've only got one hand here, it's a bit tricky to show off the articulation. I'm just trying to give you a good look at these new figures. I don't do super high quality reviews where I do all the articulation and everything, because I've got one hand. When I get another camera, maybe I will. But yeah, I don't know if her wings are removable. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're in there good. Yeah, that's a really cute figure, really nicely done. This was the only one they had of her, so I'm glad it was a good one. And then we have Poison Ivy. You can see Poison Ivy is a little bit bow-legged there. With the other ones, it doesn't look really, it's no big deal, but this one is pretty bow-legged. But she's a very pretty figure. I mean, she's got this gorgeous hair and face, and this gorgeous dress. It's very unique design, I think, for Poison Ivy. Now, that was her little vine, and that's considered her accessory, and I didn't realize that it is removable until I got her out of the package. And basically, it's pretty hard to keep on. It just sort of falls off. But yeah, it's this little soft plastic vine. I guess it's supposed to be able to, you can slide it forward on her arm. Sort of looks like it's coming away from her. But yeah, it's a pretty cool accessory, I guess. But you know, you'd think you'd have a bit more of that, but I don't care too much about having a ton of accessories because I just want to display them, and if they look good with or without accessories, that's fine with me. Not necessary. That mallet though is really cool with Harley. So yeah, I really like these figures. I really like the how pretty they are. I love that they actually made action figures instead of just dolls. Because, you know, guys like to collect this stuff too, and some of us don't really want to have a ton of dolls around. But I mean, there's no problem with that. I do have some dolls, but I don't want to start a huge doll collection. And anyway, space-wise, it's kind of If, to me, having 6-inch figures is the best thing, or else statues. But I really don't have anywhere to put any more statues for now. But for me, I just love 6-inch action figures. And in fact, I get a little bit annoyed when they make the ones I've really been waiting for. They make them in 7-inch. I just wish everything could be in scale. But I'm happy with these. I really love these. I really love how cute they are. I really need to go out and get the Batman animated series figures too. But for now, really happy I have these. Let me set them all up in a row for you real quick. Okay, so here are the girls all lined up. They look really gorgeous, really cool. There's Bumblebee. There's Ivy. Again, the only issues with Ivy, she's a little bit bow-legged looking, and her little accessory falls off really easy, but still awesome, really pretty. All of them are super pretty. I love Harley. I think Harley might be the best overall because she just looks so cool with that mallet behind her back. Just the whole design is really awesome. Batgirl, usually my favorite character. I do love her on this show. I love the Tar influence on the costume. I just don't love the whole hoodie thing. The way I don't know, it's just not very effective to me. But I don't hate the figure. I still love it. I still think she's super cute. Take off the hoodie and she's still super cute. Supergirl, my second overall favorite after Harley, and also after Wonder Woman, because in a way, Wonder Woman is kind of my favorite too. I just think they made her look super pretty. I really loved that. Supergirl is just as pretty, but you kind of have to lean her over because of the cape. I don't love that, but at the same time, it's not a lot. It's not you have to lean her over a huge amount. And then she's the only one in a skirt, and I do love skirts, so that's kind of a toss-up. Wonder Woman just looks great. There's a little issue with her lasso, but actually it's still a very cool accessory. I don't know. I really love this line. I really hope we see more. Only $10 each. That's pretty awesome for 6-inch action figures these days, especially this quality. They're very articulated. They're very nice. I really like these. I really hope we see more of them. I'm sure the doll line will probably do well. I hope the figures do also. So there you go. That's the whole set. Let me give you a close-up. Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl, Harley, Ivy, Bumblebee, very nice figures. Sort of a dream line for me because I love really cute girl characters and all these Monster High and Enchanted High or Fairy Tale High or whatever it's called. Very cute dolls, but I just like action figures more. I think that not having real hair makes them look better longer because I like to unpackage things. So yeah, I think these are just great. These are ideal for me. I really hope we see more of them. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.